Hi, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the max 170 storm build that you can create right now in Wallaroo. Of course, if you guys have been up to date within the Discord or just in general been watching the recent stream, I have all my characters done in Wallaroo. I have everything maxed out and I have made all the builds, so I'm kind of just on like this little resting phase. But of course, I have all these videos I have to upload for you guys of each school and how to max them out, whatever, and like whatever the whatever the max stats are looking like right now. So this time around we're doing Storm. Eventually, within today or tomorrow, you should see all the videos for every school, along with all those fights that people have been complaining about. And then slowly but surely, I have like a lot of stuff to record, whether it be challenge mode and everything like that. No players have been wanting to see that, so I'm trying my best out here. I'm trying my best. So we'll go over the storm build in today's video. Of course, we're going to have the two separate builds similar to what I did with the fire build, but this time I'm not going to have three. Originally, I would have three, and we'll talk about what the third one would be, but I don't want to go farm an epic opal on all my characters, if I'm being honest with you. So if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all type of stuff, and let's quickly look at my new sets. So this is obviously my new set right now. This is the damage set. It's the same stuff that we usually run with Aeon and Nullity, but everything else has changed when it comes to Reaver instead of Aeon. So quickly equip this. My HP at the moment is 10k, and I think this is with min-max jewels as well. So I have 155 health opals lying around. When I do my other builds, I'm not going to have 155 health opals because I need to farm a couple more. So I might go out and go farm those and have those all done. But they don't really affect the video too much, so I didn't want to like prioritize them. But this is like what your health would look like on a storm if you did have 155 health jewels and everything like that. So yeah, 281 damage is the highest you can get right now as a storm. 31 res, 38 accuracy, 809 crit, 472 block. And this, with this setup, I would have 29 pierce, which is kind of on the low end. And then yes, I pretty decent conserve and power pips are perfect. If you want to look, I do have the new pins as well, just cause why not. I have a lot of dream water left over, so I'm kind of just buying a bunch of stuff and just socketing them on. You can use the fractal wand. I sometimes switch to the Dbop wand if you do have it for some reason. Reason being is it just gives me shads, so if I'm just trying to outshad somebody in the boss fight or something like that, just good to have. And then the theme, of course, Reaver with all damage on this set with both health sockets. There's really nothing to socket on for tier other than HP. Like you can socket on mana, but it just really isn't needed. And square socket is just HP is just a better positioning to do it, in my opinion. Amulet, of course, we got the Reaver as well, and then more Reaver with all damage and health, all damage pet, and it's going to be having the set bonus with the Chompy mount, so you can have more damage, of course. So make sure you have that. And then the deck is the Reaver deck as well, so that's why I have literally 281 damage, which is absurd. And then if we go look at the second build that you can possibly make if you want to, this is the Pierce build, and this is with min-max stats as well when it comes to health, I believe. I could be wrong. Yeah, min-max health as well. So 262 on a storm with 59 pierce on this build, while also having everything pretty average, what you would be used to. Same thing gear, the gear is literally the same thing. The wand, sometimes I'll switch to this wand, like I said, but this time we have pierce sockets instead of damage sockets. Once they adjust the stat caps, because the stat caps are going to be adjusted soon, because I don't think I'm supposed to have 281 damage on a storm, so stat caps are going to be drastically reduced, I'm assuming, and we'll see what that happens. But I still wanted to upload these vids and get them out for you guys. But yeah, pierce on the amulet as well, and the ring, and then the deck. I mean, I could even, if I really wanted to increase my pierce, I think I sometimes even I can switch to this as well. I like using this pet at times due to the fact that it has reinforce, and since my resist is basically chalked, this is basically frenzy without any incoming damage because I'm gonna get pierced anyways. So I sometimes switch over to that pet with still decent damage and stuff like that. Like if we look at my stats, still 218, but my pierce does go to 63, so I'm literally in a way kind of like a fire with this setup, which I do sometimes swap to that pet. But I mean, ideally, like I said, just stick to the all damage pet. It's just what I do. All right, just for the whole purpose of the video with the set bonus. and then of course the deck I even socket on Pierce. Now there would be a third set, which I mean I've talked about in my other videos, which where you would you know, instead of using Reaver, you would actually go back to Aeon, so you can get the triangle socket from here. And then in return, you on your amulet, you would socket on a an epic opal. So you would swap it on an epic opal, and overall, in reality, it gives you like 40 extra damage for one initial hit. You know, because you know you are getting the epic, but it's like a little bit more damage on it. So technically, it's a little bit better, but it's only good for the first hit. After like that first hit, it's kind of just like eh. So keep that in mind when it comes to the builds, because all these builds are majority going to be the same exact setups, but I want to upload separate vids for each one accordingly. I will eventually make like niche builds, like dual school builds, if players want me to, with like the Shabalba gear in the meantime, because like I said, I have so much dream water, I can craft anything, make anything. It's so nice. So like the grind is basically over at this point, because I have all the badges on all the characters as well. Not like literally like, not like legit like all badges. Like I don't have 42 badges of Waller, but like the ones that you need for like all the crafting recipes, because you can just go to bingo and then craft whatever you need, right? So I just grab the dream water that's in my shared bank and I just toss it over and craft whatever I need on this character. And literally it's a good system. I've talked about it in multiple videos. It's a very good system, so keep that in mind when it comes to that. But that's basically the setup. So you guys can toss out some things, of course. If you don't have the choppy mount, right, let's go to the damage set and let's take out the chompy mount. Your damage is still pretty absurd. 275. You can literally rock a pierce mount if you wanted to. You can rock like just a Gulcher mount. You can rock, there's other stuff that you can run. It just comes down to what you want to run personally. What I'm probably gonna do is be mix matching some stuff. Like I can see people, like for example, switching out the ring for, instead of damage, maybe they want pierce, right? So they're willing to go down to 270, and in return their pierce goes up to 35. Or maybe someone's like, okay, maybe I just only want 2 sockets of damage and 3 sockets of pierce. Well, you're just gonna see somebody go over here and go to Reaver, do this. Now they're at 47 pierce and they have 248 damage. So you're gonna see like a variety of setups between players. When it comes to pierce and damage, you're either gonna see players go all damage or all pierce, or just somewhat in between, like how I'm showing you guys right now, which like I have 248 damage, but my pierce is still pretty good. And then of course, you know, if I don't have the mount, my damage will go down a little bit more. And then maybe I'm like, oh, maybe I want to socket on a pierce, or put on a pierce mount, and I would be at 49 pierce with 242 damage. Really just comes down to personal preference when it comes to these builds, but straightforward. A lot of these videos you're just gonna see the same like 3-4 changes that are meant for every school, because every school is just gonna be doing this. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just straightforward. And then the item cards, they do give you, I believe, a blade, so like star blade, just different for every school, but there's that. So hopefully you guys enjoy looking at what a min-max storm would look like. I'll eventually upload all the other videos and show you guys that, but still 10k on a storm, a lot of HP being spread across a lot of schools, so there's that. And it's gonna be insane. 281 damage is still kind of insane just even thinking about, with basically perfect stats, other than my pierce is kind of shredded. But depending on the fights, and if I don't need pierce, it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. If I know a boss is gonna have like high res, or it has a cheat where he puts on a shield, and you know I'm not with other players, then of course I'm gonna switch over to my pierce build, you know, make up the damage that's being fallen off. But if I'm with team, I'm just gonna use an all damage build, have shatter, have all that type of stuff, and then I'm good. The damage actually matters. So there's gonna be a variety of setups at the end of the day, and I kind of like this change 100%. It's just gonna be players arguing about what's better, but with something we have to deal with. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy all the Waller vids that are gonna be coming out today. A lot of vids coming out, a lot. And that's about it. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.